Hey, how you guys doing? Yeah, so we are going to be making a one-tick elevator here. Like always, I gotta double check because I'm using a newer program to see my chats. So I just need to say something and then see if it shows up on my stream. It did say a check mark, so it did show up, so that's good. All right, so I can see comments. We're on the 1.14.3. I don't actually know about. I don't even know what they did in this update. I did change my skin around a little bit for survival because technically you probably wouldn't want armor um, on the arm that you have a shield. So I basically made it so my left arm doesn't have a sleeve. So, but it does make it weird looking. Okay, so making a one-tick elevators actually should be relatively easy. One of the things that's going to make it easy is that we are not going to be using um, we're not going to be using my circuit here. We're going to be using a one tick design that I did a long time ago. Uh, it might be a little bit bigger than I might want though. So I'm going to go ahead and grab red, green, and I think light blue is what we're going to need for this. So we do want our time to be correct on here. So that's the wrong elevator. So I am going to go ahead and grab magenta. Actually, this is purple. Well, purple's better. Let's use purple. And we're going to go ahead and add that circuit on, which is going to make this elevator... I mean, I could keep this thing super small, honestly. We don't really need to have all that, but I want to keep it... yeah, I want to keep this, so... We're basically going to use this exact design. Seriously, with redstone and everything. Except for it's going to come off of our circuit. So, should be purple blocks there like that. Been a little bit since I messed around with this. So, it is a 2 wide with that. And I do want this red block to be right up on it. And we should be able to get away with that. Except for... we are going to need to have this, we're going to need to have it, we need to have this so that it's not, yeah, we need to have this so it's just direct connected, because we need to have minus the ticks on it. So what we might end up doing is to keep one side slower than the other is just removing some timings from the right side. But we're gonna try it this way. So I do need to run that there so that this powers that, which powers that, which means we do have to have another repeater here. Can we do this differently is the question. Technically, let me see. If I would need this to power over here, so there's no way I could there's no way I could send that over there. So yeah, I don't believe that this works with a repeater here. So we're gonna have to figure out another way to do this so that we pretty much get instant power. Yeah, because we need to have this have no delay in it. But what we could do, and I mean this is probably the smart thing, is to have, we'll keep this design, we'll keep it as is. Yeah, we'll keep it as is, and there are other circuits I could use, but they're not mine, so I wouldn't feel comfortable, you know, using them, honestly. So we're going to go ahead and put repeaters here, with some redstone, and then I'm going to go ahead and do that. Repeaters. Repeater here on 4. Redstone there. Now, I'm pretty sure because of the circuit we're using, I'm gonna need to either put redstone here, but first we need to see how we would want this to sit, because what I'm actually imagining here, so I have one person viewing, what I'm imagining doing here is having it like this. And basically, these torches powering it, and then, and basically this being the power block. So now what I'm actually thinking is right now, as we're speaking, I'm thinking I could probably put this block directly in here and it will save us space. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we could do this. And then I could basically just get rid of this. And it'll make it a super small circuit. I just need to make sure that it's on the correct side, because what's going to happen is this is going to power that, which is going to power this, and this, this, and this. And then so if you could imagine this for a second, it's a 2-tick elevator, but so we basically have right now, it's 1 tick here to here. So this is a 2-tick elevator. I would like it to be a 1-tick, but at least the power is 1 tick. So that means we're going to get an instant power source here. But what we're going to have to do, though, is we're going to have to drop this to 3 to give us the correct timing. And I'm going to have to get rid of that. To give us correct timing. So I also would like to get I'm going to say I would like to get the power from, I'm going to say we're going to need to get the power from this block here. So I'm tempted to move the power over like that, but I think we should stick with our design. This would make it so it's always on the on position, so we don't want that. So I'm going to say that this is the way to go right here. I'm just going to have to find a way to get some power directly from this torch here, or I could do an invert. I could basically do this, and I can invert that signal. So it goes into this block here. That would power the one up above it, so I couldn't do that, but we could do this. See here, I could swing it over. I could power it this way. So we could have the repeater go that way. It's going to give us a 1-tick delay, which I don't want. So I'm thinking no repeater. The torch there. And so this is going to give us about the same, but we need to check it. So let's check it. Now by doing this, it means that it has to be powered from this area here, which may or may not screw me. But That is fast. I think it might be a little bit too fast. Actually, what it looks like to me, they're going up at the same exact speed as what it looks like to me. So after this, we get a 1 ticks delay on here, which means we're losing one. So let's see here. Let me see here what happens. So the left side is definitely faster, so maybe the timings are right. Let's actually check it, because we may need to just have it like this. Yeah, this is technically giving it 1 ticks delay, so it's actually correct. I mean, we can have the repeater there and it should be okay like this. Yeah, that actually looks right to me. It looks right, so it looks correct. Yeah, that's perfect timing right there. That right there is perfect timings. Okay, so to keep this thing super small and simple, all we really need is to set these doors up, which I mean is gonna look cool regardless. Now I was thinking about another design that used slime blocks, but I might use that on another one. The slime blocks basically, it's not for piston, it's actually for a different method. But yeah, you could technically have one push you up with a slime block and you just go boing, and then it bounces you up the elevator like that. And then when you come down, you bounce, and then that's it. It's safe, right? Seems cool, but it's not quite the same as having what we're having now. So what I'm actually thinking is we come up with a circuit that can be tiled along here. Now it needs to turn this torch off on all of these, which basically means it has to be powered from this side. So what that means is that we probably cannot have, yeah, if this is the main torch, yeah, and I want to power this block here, it is not. Well, I mean, it might actually. Let's see what happens when I power this to see. So it will do it. So it turns the torches out. So that's basically what we need to do. We need to basically have our green circuit that's down, you know, come here, and then maybe do a stagger pattern. It's going to need to be bigger than normal. Yeah, it's going to need to be pretty massive. The thing is, we just need to figure out where can it be tiled, where can it not be tiled. And I'm already looking at this going, it looks good to me. It looks like it's good to go. I don't even think we need this. I'll show you what I mean. If we have repeaters, here, actually, that would not work. I would have to go with redstone here to turn these off, and then I'd have to have repeaters here, which isn't necessarily going to give us. It means that this is actually going to be this wide if we do it this way. So I might actually have to bring this one away, which sucks. Maybe we can figure something out though. My biggest issue here is that we could, you know, and I say we could do this because, you know, we'd want redstone there, 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 there. As long as it's not getting powered while it's on the on position, we should be okay. I mean, It's relatively small. I just don't know how the ride is going to be on the way down. So we'd have to do this. We'd have to put like actually we'd have to put 4 delay. So let me see. So just to give us a little bit more time so we can actually get in the elevator, I'm going to put another. So what's going to happen is 4 ticks after we hit the button. On the 6th tick, this is actually going to engage this, right? And it only matters because this circuit's only being used on the down. So this is going to engage this power, right? And then, so this power is not going to power nothing. And then this power is going to basically, yeah. So, and it's at the same time minus the tick. This is going to come in, which means this is going to have to be on, yeah. So yeah, so 4 and 5 ticks later, and then this is going to shut off. Then it comes through here. 4 ticks later, this is going to go off. Yeah, we need to just check it. Let's just check it, see how it looks. Ooh, that's not good. And it also got power, which would mean everywhere there's redstone, I need to do that. Put a little button on there. Ooh, it's too big to, oh, it's being powered actually. Let me go ahead and... There we go. Yeah, you won't need an immovable block on this one. The timings are correct. Now, what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing that it's amazing up, but down, I'm thinking you're going to be taking massive fall damage. I'm going to have to check it. Yeah, I'll have to check this. So we're going to have this come down and power this torch, which is then going to power these 2 repeaters. And then I'm going to need to be in survival. /game mode survival. So let's see how hurt we get when we do this. Oh man. Oh, I forgot the redstone. I got a dab in my hand though. There we go. Nice. It's actually okay. I mean, it's kind of a crappy way down. I would like it to be nice and smooth. The whole point of adding in that other circuit was to make it smooth. So I think we could do better. I do. I think we could do better. I think we could definitely do better on this. So what I'm thinking now is I'm going to need power to these doors regardless. But I think that they could be button activated. And they will not need, they don't need to be like this. They're going to be button activated. So what I'm actually thinking is I don't like this at all right here. What I am thinking is that when this is on the on position, we have to have something back powering it. So it means that this circuit actually does need to be, like I said, this big. Which is probably going to extend these pistons. Which may be our benefit. So we should probably check it. So let's say this is going to be that way. That's going to be that way. So it's basically going to be your basically basic. And this should prevent any block updating. The biggest issue that I'm seeing is that when this comes through and powers here, we're gonna get power from the elevator. So, and that's pretty much every spot. So I would have to move this. I'd have to move this down one. You know what I could do too? I mean, just to try it. Actually, no, it won't work that way. It can't work that way. Yeah. Yeah, that's not going to work. All this will work, but we cannot have the redstone here. We can't have it there. It just isn't going to work. So that pretty much means there's no way we could do it like this, but we could do it in a different way, I think. So what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking that we put repeaters here. Put repeaters here. And yeah, we put repeaters there. And then, well, then they would connect there. Damn it. Oh, is that a... Oh, I thought that was a comparator for a second. I need to think about this. How do we want our circuit to travel downward? We definitely cannot have anything here. Not only would it power the door, but it just gonna make things complex. But we also can't have redstone here. So I'm actually thinking maybe do this and this. Now it may still make it big, as big as it was, but let's see how it works. And one thing, one positive side we can actually see. So we could have redstone here, and that's actually very important because I'm thinking that we could actually have it like that and like this. This is actually going to work right here. I mean, and it's super small. Super small. Yeah, we should be able to get a nice down as well. Isn't that cool? You could be like, so we're going to put some green blocks here, then a red block, then a blue block here, and then a sticky piston, and then we want a torch here, and we're going to put some redstone connected here. And this is going to update the sand, which is then... I should start doing this though. Be like, yeah, so we're going to be doing the red and green circuit. Pretty silly. So we should not need this anymore. Yeah, we shouldn't need that anymore. And I'm thinking that we may be able to use this as is. Like, this may be good to go, I think. I think it may be good. I mean, obviously we got to wire in the doors, but I'm actually thinking about doing something on the top like this. These are going to be completely fine. There's no reason to trip on them whatsoever. These bottom ones, though, we need to actually run some power to them. You know, from maybe underneath, I'm thinking, like this. What do we think, like that, maybe? Yeah, this one, I think we would have to do this. I think we would have to do something like that. Yeah, we couldn't do this. Yeah, we could power it like this. I kind of did this already. That's why I'm kind of like, I'm like, meh. You know, I don't really want to do it. And then this is going to get powered by that. So there's really no way to get power in there unless we get it off of this down circuit. But so that would basically mean that the door would only open when the green circuit. Yeah, it would only mean that the How come this isn't working? Is it control? Okay. Yeah, I had this working. I mean, I did. I had it working. I think it was like, I was like shift. I was like, we can, is it space maybe? Okay. Anyway. So we can't have power there. I could try to power it from here, but it makes it one wider. So I could power it from the front. But you'd see redstone. Let's get rid of this. Let's not trip on the doors, I think. Let's not trip on those. I didn't realize that, like, you have to have a space in order to use it. That's actually cool. So we should be okay for right now. But I do like it. It's very compact and it's very simple. If we had it on the always on position, literally it can just be button activated where you don't really, you just basically have this power. I'm thinking maybe go here. Yeah, and we could just basically have a button there. It gives us an option to have a little bit of delay on here so we can actually get into the elevator. Do this. Just as a test. So we basically jump in, we hit our button. And then when we want it to come up to us, we would basically need to hold the button down for a while. This goes through here, which doesn't go through there, but goes through here, which powers that, which then comes through here. This should actually be working. Why is this not working? Oh, it's because the elevator is not in the up position. So, this means we are going to have a T flip-flop on here. Yeah. It's still possible to make it button activated, but basically what we would do is we would basically take the power and we would send it up, maybe using a, I actually think that might actually be some way we can make this super small. If we just use observers, just send observers going straight up. Problem is we can't use observers for everything, unfortunately. So I could technically send power down, like when you hit this button, it sends the power down here. And this means we are going to have to get like a pulse extender up here. I think for now we'll be okay. So what's going to happen is we're going to send this down. The elevator is going to come up to us. And then we'll die. Yeah, that's not going to work. Yeah, you can see, if you look there, you can actually see what was going on there. Yeah, you could see it. I actually am seeing something, though. If we were to use a piston here, we could get away with this being even smaller. Because it shouldn't activate it from here. Let's see. So the power is going to go there. So that means we would need, yeah, the power is going to come down to here. That means that we would have to have, can't be a redstone, but it can be a torch. And then that's going to power here. And this is going to need to be bigger anyway, so this is going to come through. Now, just to try something, I mean, honestly, I just want to try it because it would make this wider, but for right now, I want to see, will a pulse extender actually make this okay? Yeah, it doesn't call it up. Yeah, it just sends a pulse down. So what's basically happening is this elevator is keeping it from coming up, which would mean we would need a pulse extender. So this is why I would have to use a T flip-flop, honestly. Yeah, I would have to use a T flip-flop. So none of this will matter. We can go with a repeater. And this only needs that much. And then I guess to basically help us, so we have some time to actually get into the elevator, we would have this. So this is going to come down, and we're going to have a T flip-flop here. I'm thinking, though, I mean, honestly, I'm thinking that this is the only access point we have. So I would have to put it here. So if I'm going to put it here, we should put it away from there. So we'll go a dropper, and we'll go ahead and I'm thinking, because we kind of want to power through this block here into this power. So I'm thinking we're going to just, for now, we're going to just stay away from it. Just a little bit. Like so. And so this right now is just going to power a couple of blocks. So what we're going to want to do is basically put the repeater here. We don't want the delay here, though. We want it to be fast. So no matter what, I have to have a repeater here because this is only one signal strength. So my only chance would be to, I gotta remember that this is a clock. I always forget about that being a clock on the negative, or at least it used to be a clock. Or is it from the front? Yeah, it's from the front. I need to remember that. It's a monostable clock, but it's still a clock. So, right now, this has no power. It's not going to get powered. And the way we have it set up, it's never going to be powered. So I'm thinking this is in the wrong location. It's in the right park, though. I mean, we could technically put it right here, and it will just power right through the same circuit. And only here, though. It's not going to go up. So we could technically have it right there. I don't know if this is going to work. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work, but maybe, maybe not. Let's see. So we would have to send power here to it. So, and it has to be a repeater, so that kind of messes with our floor. But I do think no matter what, you'd have to have some blocks here to cover that, so we should be okay. So glass, redstone will fit under glass, so I mean for right now we could do this, but we could in the future put a half slab there. But I kind of want to see what's going to happen here, because this is going to power through here, which is going to do all that stuff for us, and then we'll just have to send power basically straight down into this, but maybe use this side, because this is going to be one wider, so we should definitely take advantage of this area and use it. use both sides, and we'll make it basically 6 wide. 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 blocks. It's not really that good, but let's see. We could also, okay. I don't know what happened there. So this powered through here, which powered through there, which in turn powered this, which then in turn turned the torch off. But this came on at the same time, making it so no torches go on. So we cannot have it there. Well, at least I tried. Yeah, at least I tried. So we would want it to be like right there, like just right up on it like this, like right here. Like this. No comments yet. People probably were like, I already seen your stream today. And you, my friend, need to learn how to stick stuff in the crafting. And you would not be kidding. I could not remember I couldn't even remember how to make a repeater. Don't mess with me, Jimmy. Okay, so what's happening now is this only gets 1 signal strength. So to increase the signal strength, we are going to have to grab a couple items. Actually, we can only have 1 item. We'll grab ourselves a wooden sword and see how far that takes us. So that gets us up to 2. So that gives us a 2-tick delay there. It's okay though, so we got 2-tick delay there, and we actually need to have a good 4 ticks to give us a chance to get in the elevator. So I'm going to try 8 ticks, see how that works. Technically, because it's on the floor, we're okay. Oh, hey, what's up there, Holly? Holly lolly macaroni. Well, hi, I'm just checking random streams. Oh, thanks for stopping by. And yes, for that, I will sub and like your stream. Thank you. All right. Okay. So, I'm thinking that you just gotta run the hell out of there. That's probably the easiest way, and I think something we could do too would be to, if I was to basically only power this just for a little bit, like for instance, let's see here. Okay, that we don't want that always being on. Yeah, we want that to be like that. I gotta go for finding random streams. Okay. Well, thanks for stopping by, Holly. Actually, it's Holy. Sorry, Holy Law. Wow, I need to learn how to read. Thanks for stopping by, Holy. Yeah, I've actually these are my designs, and I actually have, you know, my most popular video is at 1,400,000. So I guess I'm okay. Yeah, that's never gonna shut off right there. It's on a 2-tick delay. Yeah, that's not gonna shut off. Now, so I'm kind of stuck with this design. I was actually thinking, just now I was thinking that instead of having it hooked to the main power, I was actually thinking of just taking the power off of here and powering this on like 4 ticks delay, or maybe even a pulse extender. Now we can technically come out here, so I'm thinking we should try redstone and an L pattern like that. And we'll go ahead and put a pulse extend. That's not a computer. Computer. This is not your standard computer right here. When you're trying to compete, you want to make sure you're competing correctly. Okay. So this is just going to basically hold it up for a little bit, and then it's going to drop down. Which then when we actually go down, we're like, oh, see ya, I'm going down. Yeah. Of course, the elevator doors will be closed, so ain't gonna matter. Yeah, won't matter. That's probably our biggest issue right now, is how do we get our power into these things? I mean, right here would be a good place to have it. I mean, it's the closest we can get, but everything that I'm looking at says it's going to need to be like right here or here. So do we want to make it so you see redstone, or do we want to... Yeah, I do like this button layout though. You know, it's just kind of, it's going to be kind of part of the structure, you know? I mean, if you want it to look like that, I don't like that at all, but I do like that button like that. I do like that there button there, right there, like that. It's delicious. And less filling. So that would mean we would want to do the same here, get rid of this garbage. Get rid of this trash. Grab ourselves a Stuka Piston. The resistance. Have that come down and short out right here. Yeah. That's kind of crazy, actually, when you think about it. Because it has built-in instant extension. Now, I'm thinking we could probably do... If we have... This comes down at a 2-tick delay. That's 3 ticks. That's 4 ticks. So in total, for this elevator, we have 12 ticks before it actually lifts you. Which means when this piston comes down, it's going to add 2 ticks. Then you're going to have 2 more. And then you're going to have another 1. So this will be so 2, 4, 5, and 6. 6 ticks of delay there. And I think because we already have a repeater, we could basically do this. So 6 ticks, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So what this should do, it should hold that piston up. Yeah, if we put a little bit more delay on it. Yeah, we actually would need it here. So this is going to give us not enough, but when we actually ride up on it, you're not going to... I want that to be much closer, but it looks like that's pretty much all we're going to get. So I think just having it up is probably the better way to do it. Because I do want to make this a tad bit smaller, and I'm actually looking and seeing... We could get away with just powering directly into this block. Well, I mean like this. Like I could have a... I could basically have this going into that. Or I could have the comparator going into that, actually. I could have the comparator going directly into this. We actually will not need we won't need a delay because this is on a 4-tick delay. So we will need to have it be a pulse extender. So I could technically, that's not a pulse extender. There we go. So this should actually give us something here. That might actually interfere with things. Oh, that's scary. So I'm thinking, boom, it holds itself for a little bit. So the piston will stay up. Let's actually see how this works. Yeah. Why the heck would we need this here? Yeah, there would be no reason. I will say that we could get some timing out of this, though. Basically have the repeaters go this way. Use a half slab. And then have it come back in. And we could get roughly about the same time on this, I think. Yeah, you know what, to make this even smaller? Ah, no, that wouldn't work. Yeah, I think I like that. So let's see what the timing looks like now. Yeah, it's instant. It's an instant thing. So I'm thinking maybe we could go with more delay. How much delay do we need? Is it an ass load? No, it's close to it though. You're gonna need 20 repeaters on the bottom of this. Yeah, even with 3 repeaters, this thing is so quick to the show. I don't actually understand. Let's see. 4 ticks, 5, 6, 7, and then plus 4, so 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 and then almost 11 ticks, you know, and I have 12 on here. So I actually have more than that. I have 16 ticks right here. 16 ticks. All right, we're gonna go even more then. You want to be that way. Let's see how many ticks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll. That looks pretty damn close. It's still, oh my god, it's still not the right timing. That's pretty close. So it only takes 14 repeaters to make it look nice, and now it stays up too long. I don't think it's worth it having that animation when you could just keep this nice and small and easy and compact. And yeah, I don't see a reason to even delay it. Just have one repeater here so you can power through it. Yeah, that's the resistance right there. Now I do think it is possible if we really wanted it to be almost exactly, would be to take the power off of this. Yeah, it would be to take the power off of this, and we could get like a automatic delay on it. Let's see about it extending up. Let's see if we get rid of this, what the timings look like. That is actually almost perfect. And the reason why is you still get a 3 ticks delay on this. Actually, it's more than that. You get 0 on this, so it's 1 tick. But from this block here, there's no delay. But here, there's 4, and then that's when it comes out, right? And then 2 ticks later. So, yeah. So it's 4 ticks before it actually extends you. So we could, if we wanted to make this like really close, should be like almost where it just looks like one fluent thing. I bet you though you get stuck in it. I always, if this piston lifts you at the same time, yep, it'll push you out. Let's see about 1 tick. Let's see what that does. Yeah, when you make the tolerances like this, it looks amazing, but I'll tell you that you get stuck. I'll say it'll push you out almost every time. Just that 1 tick. Like if you were to do the math on this, this should have 3 ticks more time on it than you need. But because of the way it behaves, it's actually not going to be that way. You can see that it drops down a hell of a lot faster and stays down before the other ones. But you can see that's crazy. It shouldn't be that way. If you were to do the timings on this, it does not make any sense. So, the moment this torch flips over, you get instant power from here, traveling into this, which gives you 1 delay, right? And then 4 delay later, so 5 delay in total. That piston right there extends, right? But before that happens, 2 ticks later, this is going to extend, and then 4 ticks after that, so 2, that's 6 ticks. So there's only 1 tick's difference between this floor and the side next to it, and yet you have to have minus, at least 3, otherwise it will kick you out. Let's look at this real close. It's right there. Wow, it's right there. You know, I think I like the animation, but I think I would like to keep it. Yeah, what I'm actually thinking is we get a pulse lengthener going. This should give us a pulse extender, which will keep the piston up quicker. So basically, let's see. Whoa, that delayed it. What? How is that possible? That doesn't make no sense. It delayed its on function. How? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, I see why. Da da da. I'm here, George. You know what I mean, George? I like rabbits, George. I like to hug them and squeeze them and sit on them like a baby hen, George. Yeah, George. It's just me and you, George. The idea was to give it a little bit, but to me it just looks like it's just it's being a redonkulousness. I will say that this is pretty small. If I was to get rid of these doors right now, this would be super teeny. Yeah, super teeny. A super teeny. Ho ho. Ho ho. You know what I'm thinking too, which might be cool, is to have the button there. Can we do that? I mean, I have it up here, it's working. Inquiring burritos want to know. Can Lenny really kill a rabbit? Is it really the rascally rodent's fault? We think so. Dispenser? What I'm gonna need is a bag of chips. And some Fritos! Bonk. We just need to rip through the glass, destroying tons and tons of unnecessary material for no reason. Alright, so this is going to power through here. It's not going to power enough. And then we're going to just repeat, rinse, and repeat. So, yeah. What's under there? Nothing? Oh, I think we could go like this, I think. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Come underneath here, kind of crouch and try and sneak through. No, you can't do that. You gotta go all the way around. They need to give prone on this. We need to have prone position on Minecraft. Look at this. What is going on? Look at that. It looks crazy. It's like, oh, Jesus. Okay, so if we power from here, then we're screwed. If we power from here, we're not screwed. We want to get the power into there, though. So, go ahead and go on 25 ticks of delay there. And this will make it 700 right there. There we go. I should probably make this all a different circuit, just to make it even that much more confusing. Tutorial that! I'm willing to make a 75-hour tutorial. What's up there, No Face Studios? How do you expect people who join the stream later to learn how to make it? Well, I'm not doing tutorials. I'm actually just showing you the process of how I make these things. If somebody actually requests them, I will make a tutorial. But in all reality, I'm going to go ahead and say that I've already done tutorials on all of these elevators. They just are missing these doors here. Yeah. This is my version 3 elevator, which has 1,400,000 views. It just has some bells and whistles added, which, I mean, all reality, yeah. It's pretty sweet. I did fix the animation with it going down. It looks nice and smooth. And then I have this simple one that doesn't have instant extension, but it has really nice animation going down. Check this out. Look at this. It's like this, like, oh yeah, piston retraction. Every time I make a lift, it doesn't work. What you playing on? What are you playing on? Are you playing on Xbox, PC? Do you have a 32-bit computer? I know that those things can definitely affect it, but yeah, are you on Xbox or PC? Because I can tell you right now that my version 3 elevator will work, but you have to slow it down. Minecraft Windows 10. I do not know if that is actually, if this will actually work. You know, we could check it out if you want to. I'm actually curious. I'm curious. Somebody told me Bedrock Edition, and I was like, are they talking about that other one? I really like the button locations here, and I think I'm going to change all of the button locations to be exactly like that. I really do like this. So to remind myself of that, because we're going to go look, I'm going to basically in red blocks, just so I can be reminded of it, because I actually am curious, will it work in that? I know they got redstone recently, but let's go look. I mean, let me see. Save and quit. I believe I have Windows 10 Minecraft. I mean, I've had it a long time ago. I mean, unless they like revoked it, but I don't think they did. So games. Minecraft Windows 10. Even common block lifts don't work. Well, I could tell you right now, mine's not common. I'm going to tell you seriously, it is not common. I think we could find out right now. I mean, as long as they got creative mode. I am downloading it as we speak. Oh, hey, Holy Lolly Macaroni has subscribed to me. Nice. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for subscribing. And my home insurance bill went through. Nice. It's nothing like getting a nice bill. Okay, I'm starting Windows 10 Edition. All I need to do is basically make it so you can see it. Sign in for free with Xbox Live. Signing in with my Xbox Live. Do I want to unlock the 10-year anniversary? I can. It's free. Purchase in progress. Downloading the 10 years of Minecraft. Great, this... Oh, no. Oh, I'm reconnecting. I'm reconnecting, people. Oh, no. Oh, man. I think I might have lost you. I think I lost you. Did it end the stream? I'll have to restream. It ended the stream. No. Alright, let's reconnect this. Now, I don't want to create this world, damn it. Dash nabbit.